What you say? What you say, nigga? What you say, nigga? All right, that ain't overheat, nigga. That's that motherfucking rubber to the ground, bruh. You can't get that not coming to me. You can't get that not coming to me, nigga. Fuck you mean, nigga? You see rubber, nigga? Fuck you mean, cuz? I do this, bitch. I do this, bitch. Phoenix. Phoenix. I'm still fine-tuning, bitch. I'm still fine-tuning, bitch. Your mama a piece of shit, bitch. There you go.
If they come to my house like that again, stomped on me, when they know what's going on my dead father, I'm shooting to kill the police. Facts. I'm saying it publicly. I'm gonna leave this live up. They knew better. Here's what y'all don't understand. Indianapolis police knew better than to do what they did. If they do that to me again, I'm not playing no games, bro. You better come with a warrant and you better make yourself known off the rip. I was sitting on my deck grilling, bro. Y'all knew what was up. It was Memorial or Labor Day, whichever the ones. I keep mixing them up. And it was a setup. They knew what was going on because they watch our channel. So the excuse they gave is the excuse that gives me the ability to kill them bitches. Don't come to my house like that again.
Send somebody through right now, tell them to stop. Bitch! You didn't sit up here and saw somebody down the street recording my motherfucking house on goddamn live streaming. Bitch! Tell them to come back right now, hoe ass nigga. I'm ready right fucking now! Tell them to come, nigga. That shit you just pulled? And you sitting up here sending people to my crib? Bitch, send them right now! Nigga! You put my family at risk! Bitch, she's shitty. Probably want me to calm down. My family at risk, bitch. You just sent somebody past my fucking house today, nigga. I'ma hurt you, nigga. I'm not playing, bitch, nigga. Tell them to fucking stop. Y'all already said y'all gonna kill me, man. Where you at? I'm up right now. Got my address, bitch. I will step out on the porch right now. Come on with you. Come on. Let's get this shit. Let's get this shit over with, nigga. Because what you just pulled, ice on the fucking cake. And Tommy, bitch, I'm coming for you, nigga. Because you responsible for this. I swear to God, Tommy! Your ass is grass, my nigga.
Today, my friends, is a very special day. For most people, it's November 11th, 2021. But for some trolls, today is like the passing of Halley's Comet, like the alignment of all of the planets. It only happens maybe once, possibly twice if you're lucky, in a lifetime. What significance is today? Well, to get to that, we have to go back a little bit. Let's start with this guy right here, Mr. True Freeman. He is a man, barely, that likes to brag about certain aspects of his life and inflate others, while at the same time, it's all really just bad news. He would have you think that he's this family man that has multiple jobs, or multiple skills, or fires in the iron, or irons in the fire, or whatever it is that he says, going on at all times, and he's expertly juggling all these things at the same time. As in most lives, that's just not true. If we're juggling too many things, some things we gotta let drop. But the thing about the average person, the average semi-sane person, like you or I, If we're juggling too much, we let a few things drop. And the things that we let drop are usually not the most important. We hold on to things that are important to us, and if we gotta let some stuff go, we let the least of these things fall to the wayside. But not our boy True Freeman. Oh no. He puts, as the Black Sector God says, family over everything except YouTube. The man slept on the couch for as far as we know since his last birthday. Possibly before, who knows. Gets into an argument with his live-in girlfriend over a toilet seat. A toilet seat that he could have just easily just put up or down and let it go at that. But no, he inflates it into this huge argument, pointless. And then, in the process of making up, whereas normal people would keep his reconciliation a private thing, nope, he makes sure that in his reconciling with his live-in girlfriend, he photographs it. He photographs it, uses it as a thumbnail. He's not in the moment. While he's doing it, he's thinking about online trolls and collecting proof to them to show we're making up. It's not that bad. Because of course, proving it to the trolls is more important than actually going through the motions of making it true. True Freeman does have his ups and downs. He has factually won the lottery at least twice this year. Once for $600 and once for, I don't remember, what was it, $1,200, $1,500, something like that. Over $1,000, whatever it was. And he's gone, he's collected his winnings, he's shown us the tickets, and this was proven to be true. Normal people, when they come into this kind of money, we would do things like take care of our bills first. But oh no, not Mr. True Freeman. His priorities and the things that he chooses to juggle are backwards, all out of whack. He had a potential job that was coming up with an associate of his who had a son that was moving into a home, and this son wanted to have his floors done and a fence built around his house. You might recall this audio right here.
Oh, way out west, man, out here on the fucking girls' school road shit somewhere, man.
Oh, okay.
The doctor's office.
Where don't give me the address, man, because I'm talking to somebody right now on the other end, they can hear it. But what side of town the property on?
It's over there, right off of 38th and Curls Road when you pass German Church.
Oh, okay, out east.
Yeah, out east.
All right, I'm at the crib. I'll see you when you pull up. I'll follow you over there.
All right, then.
All right.
Finish.
Yeah.
Well, that deal fell through. For some reason that I can only guess might have to do with Mr. Freeman's personality, the person chose not to hire him to be in his home for hours at a time, working on his floors and outside his house, building a fence, interacting with his family as they pass through, and just being on his property in general. Don't know why, but he has chosen not to hire Mr. Handyman to do real man's work on his home. These things happen though, right? So, he manages to do other things. Car wash, maybe sell a few items that he purchased off of an auction or pallets or things like that, returned items. Gets a little bit of money here and there. makes do, keeps the lights on, barely. And what does he do with this money? Does he pay his bills? No. He buys himself a new truck, the Trucon XL. And in buying that Trucon XL, he had crap tires on it. His tires had bubbles in them, which the mechanic told him when he went in to have his wheels aligned. Have a listen to the audio here as our boy True Freeman tries to convince the mechanic that the fact that he has old tires with bubbles in them, it's the mechanic's fault.
The truck always knocked air out my tire and it separated the seal from the rim. So keep going down. I just got them resealing it. So whatever. Sport of life. Now Frank Draben, I answered your question. You gonna continue to be a bitch nigga? You got $1 million in your girlfriend and wife, and that bitch won't listen either. Did you check it, man?
The tire ripped from right here.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Lord fucking Jesus, man.
We got a tire that's the same size.
Man, it ripped. That's what...
Because it had a bubble right here.
It did?
Yeah. So when I did with the machine, it ripped.
Y'all ripped it?
Yeah, the machine.
Oh, man. Yeah, but my shit wasn't ripped, though, bro. So what we at, man? Cause y'all just fucked up the tire. It wasn't. I wasn't worried about the bubble.
¿Le ponemos la otra? ¿Quiere que le quede? Dice que...
Like a bubble and a rip is a different thing. Like y'all machine rip. Like, oh hell no, that man, damn, I can't do nothing with that now, bro.
¿Qué qué, bro? Dice que tenía una bola que no está rompida. Ah, no. Sí, pero ahorita que la tratamos de meter la máquina se pasa de ahí, ¿no sabes explicarle? Sí, cuando le metemos la máquina se truena de ahí por eso, porque ya están fabricadas.
You know what them tires cost, right? You just admitted that y'all machine ripped my tire.
It was already.
I ain't worried about the bubble. Okay, so what we gonna do about that? But at the same time, my tire didn't have that big ass ripping.
It's because it was already damaged, that's why.
That ain't got nothing to do with y'all machine. Come on, man.
We need to push this back. Push it.
Y'all put the 2 on the front, bro. I bought brand new tires, so I know what the situation is. My tire, look at that, bro. I can't ride on that, man. That it don't matter. That ain't got nothing to do with what you just admitted y'all machine did, bro. Come on now.
We need to like push it back.
I understand that, but you just told me, and I'm actually live, so I got it recorded. It ain't no big problem, but my tire didn't have that big ass gas shit in when I brought it. I'm not worried about the bubble, because those are 2 brand new, those are used, but you see how much meat on them. But I didn't have that. That's a whole entire cut in my tire, man.
Llévalo para que le enseñe cómo se le hace. Llévalo para allá. It's because you go inside, my friend. You look at.
Listen, man. Hold up, man. Hold up, bro.
You go inside. You look at.
Ain't no go inside. You see these 2 new front tires? Y'all put them on here for me.
I know.
It doesn't matter. I told you my rim need resealed.
I know, but
he just told me I'm live on here.
My friend.
I'm not trying to cause no problems, brother.
You go inside. You all know inside. You checking the key on the front is set. Only key. You got to put the tires.
I understand that. But what I'm saying is this, whether it was a new tire or not, this was not like that when I just came here, man. We got to figure something else out, brother. I'm not trying to get over on you, man. Ain't no big, but my tire wasn't like that. I'm not worried about the bubble. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
that's all I'm saying, brother. I don't do this y'all do, but I'm saying I didn't do this, bro.
Para eso la tenemos que luchar para poner el sellador.
He said we need to push, like we push tires back all the time. But the reason why it ripped is because it had a bubble.
That's not true, man. I work on cars. Look at my hands, bro. I don't run a shop like that. That right there. Look at my tires. Come on, man.
So you use that.
I understand what he's trying to tell me, but what I'm saying. Go ahead, brother.
I'm not trying to get annoyed, so I'm just saying. So there's only one way to take off the tire. You know, there's only one way.
Which way?
Just use the machine.
No, y'all didn't use the machine at all.
No, we had to use the machine to push it in. We can't push it in by hand. Remember, I took it off by hand. Yeah.
All right, though. I mean, but if that was the case, I'd have rather just kept letting it go down.
No, we did the same thing to the two front ones.
But this, I can't ride.
No. I'm not saying that you're gonna ride it. I'm just saying like it had the bubble. At the moment that we used the machine, it just blew. But there's only one way to take it out.
So I'm supposed to lose or have, you know what I mean? Come on, man, y'all. You know, I know how much I want y'all to put on the shoe. It wasn't like this though.
No, that's what I'm saying. So when there was a bubble, the machine, I mean, there's pressure on the tire. Once you put pressure, what happens?
So he didn't check before?
No,
because I'd have rather kept airing it up than to have a, you know what I mean? Because it takes me 2 weeks to get this tire, bro.
I mean, we have one. We have a tire. I mean, luckily we do, but what I'm saying is there's no way around that.
Y'all got a brand new tire?
It's similar to this truck right here. It's not bad at all.
But this was like this. So what
there's nothing that we could do. There's nothing that we could do.
Let me see what you got. I mean, but at the same time, you should have saw the bubble and told me, you see this. I mean, but now I'm fucked, man. And let me see what you got.
So after trying to get one over on the mechanic, which he was unsuccessful and had to pay up for brand new tires without bubbles for his car, he goes home and he tells some story about how he eventually won out in the deal. Whatever, who cares? More money being thrown out the window, right? In addition, not only did he have something to prove to the trolls, but he dumped more money into that car, fixing its windshield that was cracked from day one. Good idea, you know, you shouldn't drive around with a cracked windshield, but again, priorities. You got bills. Instead of proving to the trolls that you fixed your windshield, you probably should have paid some of them. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Here, we see a report from the city that Mr. Freeman is doing illegal work on the property which he lives. Anonymous call received says that you can see on YouTube the various types of work that he's doing. The city of course goes out and investigates, as they should, and found no wrongdoing. What are you gonna do? But it doesn't stop there. Another call comes in, says that he's running an auto mechanic shop in the alley. City comes out, investigates. They find a bunch of cars without proper plates on them, and they issue Mr. Freeman a warning that he needs to get those fixed or be fined, which he does. He gets them fixed. Good job. Then they get a complaint about Mr. Freeman painting in the alleyway and the fumes getting everywhere. Who knows? Maybe it was a neighbor. Maybe it was a troll. Who knows? City comes out and investigates. They don't find anything at the time while they're there. It's all timing with these things, you know? Cars come and go. Cars can be moved, stored in the garage, left in the alley, pulled into the inside the property. It's all timing. All timing. But certain things cannot be moved, like the fence. City gets a report that Mr. Freeman's fences are too high. And, well, let's let True Freeman tell you exactly what happened in his own words.
Condemn to, right? I'm about to get back to exposing the corrupt judicial system, right? There's no reason to expose trolls. They're hiding. With these public officials, I got their names and every goddamn thing. We're going to get back to doing what we was doing. Because at this current moment, which I'll address this in a whole nother live, I get a letter Saturday from the city. A recent inspection of your property reveals that your front fence is too high. Code says 42 inches. My front fence is 4 feet high. You see how my dogs literally can damn near jump the gate? So I got to cut my fence down 6 fucking inches in the front, which is so funny. It's going to take me every bit of 30 minutes to do it. Well, to just cut it down the height. Then I got to do my dog ears all over again. So it'll take me every bit of a few hours. No money spent. What are y'all accomplishing? But here's the thing I'm going to make clear to the city, and you will get the live stream call when I call you, okay? There's a whole nother live, right? That's going to take place. Because we're going to get back to exposing these bitch niggas. I'm talking about the city. All right? And the county. Facts. So you're going to get a whole live of me doing that, right? But the fact of the matter is this. I want y'all to understand something. I'm going to video this shit. As soon as I got the letter, I went out there and measured my neighbor's fence. They looking out the window like, no, I'm measuring all y'all fence. I'm the only nigga right here. What the fuck is going on? Is it the trolls doing this shit? Or is it I'm being singled out because y'all trying to run me about this bitch? I'm going to show y'all something. So my fence is 48 inches. 48 inches is 4 feet. They say your front fence by regulation, city code, got to be 42 inches. So 48 minus 42 is 6 inches. 6 inches. Guess what? My neighbor across the street just had a brand new fence put up. They just finished it day before yesterday. Guess how tall her front fence is? Or their front fence is? Exactly the same exact height as mine. There's a house next to it that doesn't have a fence. The house next to it, guess how tall their fence is? 49 inches. It's 1 inch taller than mine and the neighbor across the street. Now, the neighbor next to them got a fence too in the front. We talking about the front fence. Back at 6 foot, all our shit, quote unquote, in compliance, right? But the front fence is different. So the neighbor next to them, guess how tall their fence is? Their fence is like 51 inches in the front. But the city came out and done a recent inspection on my property for whatever reason. And you say my front, out of inspecting my property, the only thing you see out of quote unquote code standards is my front fence is 6 inches too high, which is 4 feet. What is wrong with my 4 feet?
Yeah, so it seems Mr. Freeman is going to have to pony up some cash, or at the very least, spend a few hours modifying that fence to make it line up properly with city ordinances. Oh well. Law's the law, right? A legal scholar shouldn't have an issue with making his fence align with the law. I'm sure he'll take care of that eventually. And the city should be back any day now to check up on it. There'll be a nice violation waiting for him if he does not fall in line. You know the law though, True Freeman, so I'm sure you'll be fine. Speaking of law, in the matters of A1 Henson versus Med 1, some of you may have seen it, some of you may have missed it. I will quickly recap what happened. In this video right here, you'll see the court reading off what is eligible and what is not eligible to be garnished or have liens put on it by Med 1 to reclaim the money that is due them. The video says basically any monies that was given to Miss Henson by the federal government, Social Security, disability, anything of that sort, is not eligible to be garnished. But pretty much everything else over a certain dollar amount is fine. I think it was like $300 or something like that. If you listen to the clip there, I'm sure it says it. Yeah, anything over that specific amount is okay to garnish. People have to be left with enough money to live. So below that cap, they can't touch it. She failed to show up, failed to defend herself, even though a law scholar lives in the same house and probably would have advised her to at least show up in court and dispute it. Nope. They did not show and lose by default. So, Med 1 issues an order. Or rather, Med 1 is granted an order.
Husband and wife may double. Property held as tenancy by the entirety may be exempt against debts held by only one spouse. May not be applicable for child or spousal support or maintenance. Intangible personal property such as cash or a bank account up to $350. Tangible personal property such as a vehicle or furniture up to $9,350. Unemployment compensation may not be applicable for child or spousal support or maintenance. Workers' compensation, benefits for victims of crime, certain retirement benefits. Other exemptions under Indiana or federal law may apply to your income or property. You may wish to seek legal advice from these or other organizations: Indianapolis Legal Aid Society Incorporated, Heartland Pro Bono Council, Indiana Legal Services Incorporated, Neighborhood Christian Legal Clinic.
Just a moment, Reagan.
Okay.
Point of Count 6, 2103, SC 694, Med 1 Solution versus Henson.
Final order upon positive return of the interrogatories.
Final order upon positive return of interrogatories. Basically, they sent out multiple letters to anyone that has any information on what resources or money is available to Miss Henson, what properties, what collateral. They want to know, does she own the home? Does she own any cars? How much cash does she have in her bank account, if any? They reached out to a bunch of different sources to find out what can they put a lien on, what can they take to make up for the loss that they have incurred by her not paying her bills. And once these people respond, I'm sure they sent out a note to Arby's and various other sources. And once they respond and say, well, we've given her X, or, you know, we continue to give her X, or she owns an XL, or whatever, a series of dogs, a business, anything, they will return to court sometime in January, and they will place liens upon said property and garnish any wages that's incoming that's not being given to her by the federal government. So that's another bill coming shortly that he's going to wish he had used the lottery winnings or, you know, any of the money that he's wasted thus far to probably take care of this. It's going to be a headache very soon. But now that I've rambled on enough, as I said, the stars have aligned. series of money came in. An equal amount has gone out, leaving a balance fairly close to zero. Right where it should be. Right where it normally is. That said, listen to this clip right here, and I'll have a comment about it shortly.
Inside of 3 months, Tommy does not live in a mansion. 10 feet of this nigga. I got $5,000. This on me. Listen, I can run. I'm very energetic. That nigga can take out running. I'm going to catch him. And you know what's crazy? I'm not going to put nobody else on it. But I'm going to have my niggas in the background. But I'm going to fuck him up live on there. Myself. Facts. I got $5,000 for the person that put me 10 feet. Matter of fact, I'll even make it better. Put me within 50 feet. A half of a football field. No, that ain't 50 feet. Because every yard is 3 feet. But put me within 50 motherfucking feet of Super Gym. I got $5,000. Get that shitty grade bitch out of here, please. Get that shitty grade bitch ass nigga out of here. Tommy paying off his mansion in less than 2 years is gangster. Agree or disagree? Get that bitch ass nigga out of here. Get that bitch ass nigga out of here. Thank you. Now, let me respond to that comment. Tommy paying off his mansion in 2 years is gangster. First of all, it is a fact that Tommy does not live in a mansion. That's fact number one. It's a big house, but it's not a mansion. Fact number two, Tommy didn't pay off shit. You bitch ass niggas that suck his dick did. There's a difference. See, I'll tell you gangster. Gangster is buying that TrueCon XL on 28s with your own money, not a dollar came from donations. That's gangster. Gangster is having 35,000 in 5 of your dogs, 5 of your 28 dogs inside of 3 months. I spent 25,000 on the dogs and then the ear croppings and other shit. That's how we get around 35 bands. Now that's gangster. And not a dollar came from a fucking donation. Gangster is taking your house from the state you bought it when you had another house and putting all your money into the house. Therefore, they on YouTube calling you broke and you don't own shit. Okay, we'll see. Now that's gangster. Other people paying your bills ain't gangster at all. Hashtag finance. Hashtag finance.
So he's willing to spend $5,000 to put himself within half a football field of Super Saiyan Gym. He's willing to dump a whole lot of money into dogs and into beat up old cars and a whole bunch of other stuff. And he's proud of the fact that he didn't ask for any money for it. He says all this is gangster. Gangster is owing all this money to people that you're not paying and dumping it all into stuff that ain't making you no money. So with that said, he's been evicted from one home previously, and it looks like 911 North Rural might be the next home he gets evicted from. Mr. Freeman has failed to pay his property taxes. Here you see 2 bills, one for the spring of 2021 and the other one for fall of 2021, due May 10th and November 10th, respectively. The total for these bills were $1,975 and what's that, 78 cents or something like that? Unpaid. So effective today, the taxes are in default and the home is eligible for a tax sale. Now there is definitely a process. There's a process that has to take place before the home is officially sold, but this is the beginning of the process. They have to give the homeowner who lives in the Philippines but has an address on file in Florida, they have to give them 21 days notice. And that's where the notice is going to go to Florida. They will have 21 days to respond to this. They'll basically have a chance. They'll know 21 days in advance that the house is about to be sold, and they can go up and bid on it themselves. Before it goes to tax auction, though, a couple of other things need to happen. One, they need to give the owners on file 21 days notice. Two, there has to be an auction available for the house to be sold on. And by my checking, the next one is the next available tax sale will not be until March of 2022. Seems all of the tax sales for 2021 were canceled due to the pandemic. So yeah, March of 2022, it looks like their sales will be up and running again, and I can't say for certain whether they will be online, in person, or whether 9/11 rule will be on the March list for the tax sales. It will be either March or October, because it'll be a couple of months in between them not paying and March. It's a good chance that it'll be March, but I'll have to check back and see when it's on the list. There's like I said, a lot of things that have to happen before that. Now, to be totally honest with you, it's still not a slam dunk win. Even after the house is sold, if the house does get sold in, say, March, the owner has 1 year to, they call it redeem the property. So even though someone may actually purchase it, they'll hold on to the deed for it. Well, they'll hold a lien for it before they're able to get the deed. That lien is good for 1 year. If the owner doesn't pay the taxes within that time, they can take that lien to the city and claim the deed. Once they claim the deed, the house is 100% theirs, undisputable. Things that I don't know. I am not certain if the person that redeems the taxes has to be the owner, or can anyone do it in the owner's name. Like, say if he walked up there and plopped down the $2,000 plus, because there'll be fines and fees for lateness. If he drops that $2K on the property in Wayne's name, will they let him do it? Or will Mr. Wayne have to do it himself, or whoever the current owner is if it's not Wayne? That I'm not sure of. So it can kind of go either way. If the city does not allow someone who appears to be the tenant to do it and makes them wait until tax sale, until the house is actually up for sale, and try and buy it himself, then that's still kind of a win. If they do let him pay it off in Wayne's name, then we're kind of back to square one. But that is all the future. We're not there yet. Right now, I am enjoying Tyra sitting on his L right now, his brand new spanking L that just came in the mail. Unpaid taxes. and facing possible eviction as early as March, possibly. There's still more information that needs to be dug up. More things have to happen. But that's where we are. Mr. True Freeman failed to pay his bills. Light bill, internet bill, phone bill. Yeah, he's dumping all his money in broken cars and dogs that he's just gonna have to feed and keep locked up in cages for 22 hours a day. Well, I hope all those cages fit in the back of the Trucon, because that's what you'll be living out of, Mr. Freeman, if you don't pay these bills. And that, my friends, is your Halley's Comet. Your once, maybe twice in a lifetime occurrence. Watching Mr. Freeman forced out of another house and into another car. Of course, he'll probably, should it happen, he'll probably sneak into another bando and claim it again as his backup property. But we're not there yet. There's a lot of trolling that can be done between then and now. I see lots of accounts being made, and a lot of excuses about to be made right alongside them. So let's see how he answers for this one. That's life in the ghetto when you're a fool named True Freeman.